Welcome back. It's day 8 of the 12 days of It's Bourbon Night, and today we have Fortuna Barrel Proof.
Yes, 118.82 proof to be exact. We have our friend Chad from My Daily Bourbon, also working with Fortuna, to thank for getting us this bottle, and also he blended what's in here.
He did, yeah. I mean, more specifically, Rare Character.
Rare Character,
is
yes.
the company behind it. Fortuna is a long-shuttered brand that they brought back, and we've had and reviewed their 102 proof, 103 proof?
Around 100 proof bottle.
Obviously, I've already put up here what the actual proof is. Thank you, editor Chad, in the future. But this being their barrel proof version of that, it's newly blended batches. I think because we had Chad on a live show recently.
And by we, you mean you.
Right, you weren't here. That's
we,
why.
the channel, you as in you.
Yeah, and he was talking about how he blended 5 separate batches for that. You'll be able to tell a different batch based on the proof.
Oh,
there are
okay.
no 5 proofs that are the same. So
interesting,
If
okay.
you have this proof, you have the batch that we're tasting.
We'll try to remain completely unbiased, even though we don't want our friend to hate us.
Right.
He's fine. He gets it.
What a fantastic nose!
Oh my God.
Okay. No, actually, I do really like this.
I'm getting pretty typical brown sugar oak. It's nice.
Yeah. There's also a little bit of fruitiness and citrus, kind of like a nice equal combination of those poking through there. Some lemon zest, maybe lemon peel.
So I'm getting some more of a rich berry.
And brown sugar.
Blueberry, blackberry.
Bordering on savory, but not quite. I think you're also sort of getting some of the barrel qualities there on the nose.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to taste it.
All right, well, to your health.
Oh, that's nice and coating.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, pretty good mouthfeel.
This tastes very familiar and comforting.
There's a little bit of almost like Pop Rocks on the top of the tongue there on that first sip.
I know what you mean. It's just waking up.
Activates, right?
It did activate.
My tongue has been activated.
I don't know if that's the phrase. Maybe your palate.
My palate has been activated.
Whatever
Don't church it up, Sarah.
you want to say is it's your life.
We went to the second sip pretty quickly. It's not a super long finish, but it is going into the chest.
Yeah, it's got
pretty
a nice
nicely, and
I
nice
find
hug.
it, for a barrel proof product, at that 118, it's just that right spot, I think, where it's giving you a lot of that boldness, flavor, punch, but not so much to where I'm like, oh, I need a minute before I can go back to this.
Right.
It's bold and powerful, and yet still very drinkable.
So I kind of akin it to being by a fire outside, and when those people build up a bonfire that's too big, you can't even get close to it.
Right.
You can't get up there to toast a marshmallow. This is not that bonfire that is unapproachable. You can get close to it, you can toast that marshmallow, but you also know that you're by a fire.
Know that if we're ever around you and you have built a fire, Chad is secretly judging you about whatever your fire, the scale of your fire.
Well, smoke control isn't very good on this one. It's all over the place. I have to take a shower later.
He will be grading you.
I will. Let us pause and tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the zip hoodie that I am wearing right here, the Drink More Bourbon shirt, and glass that we both have, all of our Glencairns, all of our glassware actually, hats, hoodies, bottle cut candles, pins, syrups, our new cocktail syrup and coffee available there at whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join us for as little as $1 a month. That is where we release discounts to that merch depending on your tier, access to barrel picks exclusively most of the time, and what else? After the episode exclusives and more.
All right, I feel like we're properly acclimated to this. Now we're kind of just drinking, right? But that's what you want to, I feel like that's what you want to do, even in a review.
Yeah.
You want to be able just to get comfortable with it, and you're just going back to it, and then you're like, oh, I've just been drinking this, but how do I feel?
But that's kind of how I feel about this one. It's very drinkable. I go back to the nose, and I think it has a lot more nuttiness than we
does have
got
a little bit of nuttiness.
on the, initially it's cashews, walnuts, kind of.
And also toastiness.
Yeah.
Almost like a toasted barrel.
Yeah, a little bit of that, toasty oak.
A little bit of honey.
Walnut, cashew, kind of like a roasted nut.
And the mouthfeel continues. It is a really good mouthfeel.
And it's got a little sweet, a little savory, a little spice.
Yeah.
Bringing everything
in. A little from column A, a little from column B. A little column C even. Yeah, I think comparing this to the other Fortuna, the lower proof, I would say this is more in my line, but it's also a different batch, so it could just be the blending of it. But this 118 proof is definitely not hurting
It would
experience.
be kind of, I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody out there can make this happen, but I wouldn't mind to sample all 5 of them and then just like give my opinion on which one I liked best. If I must, twist my arm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think this is one of Chad Watson's favorite batches. And
I
he
can
also
see why.
gave us a sample of a different batch. That was the first one that we tried. So.
Yeah, this almost has like an almond butter type of thing going on up front. It's got that oily, yeah. I'm into it. It's very, like I said, I keep going back to it. It tastes very familiar, pretty approachable still at that 118 proof, 118.82. But still, I could drink this.
Yeah, for sure.
If I finished this, I would easily be like, if someone came around and was like, you want another one of those? I'd be like, I keep bringing them.
Yeah, I mean, we are enjoying the bottle. Well, hey, that's where we better leave it. If you haven't subscribed already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here, and we hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Until tomorrow, drink more bourbon.